Good evening, ladies and gents. Gex here, and we're carrying on with Necronomicon: Dawning of Darkness on PS1. And I've just loaded up on some rum. Got myself a nice glass of rum in front of me, which seems fitting for this kind of game. And it's Kraken rum as well, which also fits with the whole Cthulhu type of mythos. But anyway, so we in the last part, we went and rummaged through some filing cabinet simulator, and then we came back, and that guy over there said to talk to his mate, and his mate said F off and bring me some drink. So we got some drink, and we're now going to see what he says to us now. And hopefully, oh hello, oh we're actually in his house. We're welcome into his house. So I'm just seeing if there's anything we can steal. His decor leaves a lot to be desired. There's not a lot going on in here, is there? That's nice. You can actually hang on a minute. Well, that doesn't make any sense, does it? Because the door, we just basically the bit you can see out of his window should actually be behind us, surely, because we had our back to the sea when we came into his house, and now it's apparently out the front there. So I don't quite know what's going on there. But anyway, wow, he does live a frugal existence, doesn't he? Anyway, let's have a little chat with this dude and see what he has to say. Nope. Talk to him, you bell. What? Oh! No, he wants to drink. He won't talk to us. He's still got his hat on indoors as well. Very ungentlemanly. Feel free if you are drinking yourself while watching this. It's probably unlikely that you are, but if you are, make sure it's rum. No, it doesn't have to be rum, but feel free to have a sip while he does, and while I do.
Y'all got
Let's see what he has to say.
Here, and it's good stuff too.
Good. So, do y'all know that at the time terrible things were being said about Gregor Herschel? He wasn't one to shy away from crime, and he must have made masses of dough. Everyone here has their reasons to look out for customs, my lad. At the time, the local businessman wanted to make a fast profit at any cost. Vessels would arrive in the bay at night, brigs and caravels overflowing with contraband, and secretly come ashore. You get the picture? Except that his cargo consisted of blacks from Guinea. They used to unload them to the north of Pawtuxet. There was a prison down there, a big stone building. At first, everything went fine. He wasn't the only one doing it, see? Except that one day, it wasn't just blacks. On that day, the Navy were out for blood because of a Coast Guard ship that had burned. The Liberty. They spied a big merchant ship with its lights doused, heading for Nakiet Point. They followed it, then boarded her. Ah, good God. I'd like to have seen the face of the customs officer when he saw the cargo. It was Egyptian mummies. I'll bet he was well annoyed, because of course, they were not illegal. As for the mummies, no one knew what they were for, my lad. Do you see what kind of things he was up to?
Mummies, huh? What a strange thing to smuggle.
That ain't the half of it. You know, the strangest thing of all was how often he used to replace his sailors. One crew would go on shore leave, some of them were laden with goods, and when it was time to sail again, there were always 2 or 3 men missing. The sailors are superstitious beggars. The tough sailors from the slave ships, pirate vessels, and the huge brigs of Brown, Crawford, and Tillinghast would make the sign of the cross when they saw the old man going into his warehouse in Doubloon Street. His mates and his captain detested him, but they were tied to him by the grip of fear. Nobody wanted to sail with him no more. His crews were made up of mixed-race sailors from Havana, Martinique, and Port Royal. Oh yes, the port of Providence has seen goings-on strange enough to make your blood run cold. Not more than 1 month later, 3 likely lads, not the type to miss a voyage, were due to set sail on the Gaita. They'd been seen the night before, but the next day, not a trace. The sheriff turned up with his deputies, the Redcoats, and they took the place apart looking for alcohol. That's right, they didn't give a damn about the lads. Then Smith was asked to put a notice in his newspaper, but there was no response. I'm pleased you take an interest in these things, but you need more detail to get a clear picture. Tell you what, I know a lad who can tell you all you need to know. Arthur Prokop. At this time of day, you'll find him in the Royal Standard. It's 20 yards back towards the church there. Tell him I sent you.
Thank you, sir. I'll find it.
See you again, sailor.
Okay, interesting. Quite a bit of information there. Strange stuff's going on. And he's even holding the bottle now. That's cool. I like that. Right, I don't think there's anything we can steal from here. So he's just to go and talk to the guy. So that pub that I was struggling to read the sign of was called the Royal Standard, apparently. And it was Royal something. I presume once we've left this building we can't go back in again. I don't know, maybe we can. Anyway, have to say, frickin' hell, is that stuff gassy? Have to say, I'm actually enjoying this a lot more than I thought I would be. Apologies if it's really dark. I've been fanning about with the brightness and trying to get it to be a little bit easier on the eye, but not so much. Here we are, this guy. This guy.
I was sent here by Mr. Blackfish. I'm looking for information about Gregor Herschel, a colonial shipowner.
Well, you've come to the right place, my lord. It so happens that my father's great-grandfather, Milius Prokop, had close dealings with him.
Speak
I
up.
should have some documents passed on to me by my father. Give me a little time to look. Let's say tomorrow. Same time, same place.
Okay, so we've got to come back and see him tomorrow. Why did the other guy say to go and see him now, then? No, why can't we? There we go. Well, I presume, let's have a quick look, just going to make sure we can't actually get into the church. I presume we can't. We never can in these sort of games. Is it going to dump us right outside the store, isn't it? No? Okay. No, we can't go in there. Oh well. Right, now, by the powers of me being mystical, I think that we should have to go back to, Wycherley. No. Yeah, Wycherley, which I think is the house in which the guy said, F off, he's not here. Which I think was this one? Maybe? There's no labels, it's ludicrous. I think it was this one. Because it's him, isn't it, that dropped off the little weird pyramid thing. Can we go in? Oh god. Part of me thinks I'm not sure I should be in here. I'm not sure I'm in the right place, because... hang on. Please don't kill me.
William, it's been so long.
I'm here to see how you are. When you came to my house 2 days ago,
I'm sorry, my memory fails me frequently.
when you came to my house, you seemed very disturbed, as if you were in some danger.
Forget anything I said to you. I was upset. Let's forget it.
Dr. Eagleton is worried about your health. So is your father. Edgar, are you sure everything's fine?
I'm relying on you to reassure them. Everything's fine now. Allow me to introduce you to my colleague, Dr. Owens.
Valentine unfitted, Julia. Don't forget what we must do, Mr. Wycherley. Agit quod agis. I shall await you in the bungalow.
I'll leave you to your work, Edgar.
William, goodbye. Please be so kind as to give my regards to Mr. Eagleton and inform him that you yourself have observed that everything here is fine.
Speak up, son. Jesus. Hang on. Okay. Yeah, there's odd goings on in this place, isn't there? I presume we're not allowed upstairs. Oh, interesting. Interesting, I wonder. Yeah, no, we're not allowed there, and obviously we're not allowed upstairs. Oh, I dread to think what's going on in that weird basement. Anyway, right. I think we have to go back to our house, and I think we have to, I believe in our inventory we're carrying a phone number, so I believe we have to use that. Let's just have a quick peek. What's his face? Dr. Thingy, Eagleton, whatever it is. This, what's this? Robert Eggleton. It's Eggleton. Okay, I think if we go back to our house, we can call that number, I reckon. Which is, our house is this one, I think. I think that's the one. We haven't been back home for ages. We may need to stock up on more funds. Yeah, this is the one, okay. What's happened to the rest of our house? House looks like half the roof's missing. Oh, hello. Oh, no. Leaves. Yeah, so we're heading here. I know there's a phone on the table in this room here. It is odd that we're not allowed to walk around much of our own house, bearing in mind it is our house. Yeah. Right. Okay, so that's saying something can be done. So if we select the number in our inventory, we should be able to give Dr. Eagleface a bell and see what he says. Right. 01061. I can't remember. Yeah. This could be a cutscene. It is.
Hello, Dr. Eagleton? I've seen Edgar recently. He really does seem very disturbed.
Please stay at home. If you don't mind, I'm going to come and see you. We'll be able to speak about it more easily.
Hello, Doctor. You wish to have my opinion. I'm sorry to tell you that I found my friend far from his old self. At first, he didn't recognize me. He introduced me to Dr. Owens, who was even stranger than Edgar. As I was leaving, he seemed to be crying out for help. Then he proceeded to address me formally using a highly outmoded style of language. I am truly mystified. Could you enlighten me as to the exact nature of his research?
The first thing Edgar discovered amongst the papers of several Providence families was mail addressed to Gregor Herschel or written by him. These letters had been intercepted by the local population with the hope of finding out what he was up to. Then he found Herschel's work documents. Edgar revealed to me one day that the papers of his ancestor contained some incredible scientific secrets, for the most part written in a coded language, and that he was trying to acquire the ancient arts needed to understand what it was all about. He then explained to me that he was scouring the cemeteries for the gravestone of Gregor Herschel, which should bear an inscription made up of mystical symbols that he needed to decipher the manuscript.
The odd thing was that I had the impression that he didn't speak freely.
I fear that he's under the influence of this Dr. Owens. There's only one way to guarantee his safety, to have him committed. Thank you for your valuable help, William. Continue your investigations, my boy. We need to know what lies behind all this.
Okay, fair dues. Right, hang on. I'm desperately trying to... Hang on. There's a map on here. No, there isn't. I'm trying to find, because I know where we need to go. Hang on. I know where we need to go. However, Dr. Wycherley's house. Where the F is that? Hang on. Is that the one? I think that's the one that's near me. Oh, it's not gonna let me go on the bloody map because I'm indoors, is it? Oh no, it is. Hooray! That's weird. I'm sure last time it wouldn't let me look at the map. It was like, oh, you're indoors. You can't look at the map. What the hell is that? Oh, that's the record office. That's the main town. I think it must be this one. Yeah, it must be this one. I think. It's either this or the one at the very top. I can't remember. No, this isn't our house, is it? No.
Good day, Mr. Wycherley.
Okay, film clip.
If I may be so bold, I would like very much to look at Edgar's research papers.
But of course, come on in. Yesterday, Dr. Eagleton spoke to me of the psychological problems Edgar is suffering from, and which, in his opinion, are partly connected to his studies. On returning from his travels, Edgar generally shut himself up in his room to work. He used to lock himself in and under no circumstances could be disturbed. He was deciphering photographic copies of an ancient manuscript. Then he began to get interested in chemistry and to hang around cemeteries. The acrid odors that sometimes came from his room were becoming truly intolerable. Edgar seemed to have gone out of his mind, letting out shrieks and having conversations when there was nobody there. On the 15th of April, I remember the date because it was Good Friday. Mrs. Wycherley was listening anxiously in the corridor to strange chants in foreign tongues and a series of syllables ending in ya, whereupon she fainted. That evening, we had a lengthy conversation in the office, during which I warned him that, whatever the purpose of his research, I could no longer tolerate such conduct. It was on that day that he resolved to move to Pawtuxet. His room is upstairs, William. We have left it just as it was on the day he left.
Interesting. So he kind of got a bit loopy, a bit obsessed with whatever he learned when he was abroad. All this because you see on the back of the box or in the manual, I can't remember. It says about recreating life. Let's go upstairs. Using the essential salts of creatures, so essentially desiccated animals and possibly people being kind of resurrected. Oh, hang on. There's more than one floor. There's too many floors. And obviously it says about him hanging around in cemeteries. Interesting. Has he been robbing grave? How many floors has he got? Jesus. Right. Right. I think it's that room on the right. I think it's this one. It is. Of course it is. Nice loud ticking. Look at that. It looks like we're still on the ground floor. I'm sure it does. Anyway, who programmed this? That's what I want to know. Right. Oh my god. Okay. So this is left exactly how it was, he says. Right. Let's have a look at the bookshelf. Oh, hello. There is stuff on the bookshelf. Okay, so we're going to see if there's any books that we can look at. Oh, there is one there. Oh, there's two. In fact, there's loads. Okay, let's have a look at this one. Okay, not allowed to actually take it out. Oh, okay, now we can look at this one. It's got a creepy looking tome. What in the hell? Okay, can we... do we take it, or... can we read it, or do we... okay, that's it, I think. Okay, so that's the book cupboardy thing looked at. Let's see if there's anything at the desk. Yeah, there's blatantly stuff on the desk. Okay, oh, we can... okay, oh, look at these weird test tubes and stuff. I like it. No. Oh, is there something in this one? Yes. What the hell was that? I didn't even see what it was. God damn it. Okay, I'll check the inventory in a minute. I didn't even see what that was. Okay, so is it just the drawers? Can we not open anything else? No books? No... interesting. I want to know what he's reading. He's an odd chap, isn't he? He's an odd one. Okay, let's have a quick peek over here. Actually, I want to check in our inventory to see what's in there. It's just snowed or something since we've been inside. I love the ominous storm clouds, though, I've got to say. Well, what did we pick up? These are all things we had before on. Oh, hang on. Is that a key? Oh! Do we have a new key? Interesting. Okay. I think we may have found ourselves a new key. God knows what that's to, though. Oh, hang on. What's in here? God, do I want to know what's in here? Oh, okay. Out. Okay. I was expecting something considerably more ominous in there. I thought it'd at least be books and stuff. That must have just been his travel case. That's one of the worst things, in my opinion, about travelling. Like long distance travelling, when you've got to take cases full of stuff in that, because it's just so annoying. Like, weighs you down, you got to carry all... oh, yeah. Even ones on wheels and stuff like that is annoying. Anyway, right. Edgar. Okay, I think we've got to go back to Edgar's place now. Which is somewhere on... hang on. Let's pull out the map. Pull out the trusty AA Atlas. Come on. We're not even going to say goodbye to Dr. Thingy, Wycherley. We're just going to be off. So his place... so I'm sort of learning where the places on the map are, sort of. So he's been committed now. The guy that lived here. Although his kind of manservant butler guy hasn't been. This is a weird place. Oh, you can see the church from here. I like that. Nice. Oh. Yes. That means we can do something. And I think I know what. Okay, come on, key. Why would he have left a key for his own house in his... Oh, I don't know, anyway. Yeah, we're in. We're in! It's gone all X-Filesy, this. Okay. Here we go. Now, there shouldn't be anybody about, but there might be. What can we do? What can we do? Is this... Okay. Okay, can't do anything with that. Oh, hello. Okay. Oh, hello. What's this? What's this? Found a note. There's various chemistry equipment in there, I like as well. Okay, so... Is there anything else? No, I don't think... Okay, sod it. We're off. We're off! Before his manservant jumps on us. I can't leave. Okay. This is weird, like... Are we allowed to explore anywhere else? No? Sod it! Back to our house. That door needs to... That door doesn't fit the frame very well. Oh. Okay, that's weird. Hang on. Why is that? Hang on, sorry. Why has that happened? I want to check in the inventory to see what it is that we've picked up. But sorry, I'm just slightly confused because I am half following a walkthrough and it says essentially that we should have got a bollocking for trying to leave. Did we not pick it up? Whatever the item was. Cock, hang on. Go away! I've got a feeling we might have missed something there. Hang on. Maybe I didn't pick it up properly, I don't know. I'm not very good with this mouse. Right. Yeah, that's weird. It says... Yeah, it said... As I say, essentially we should have got a bollocking for whatever... Right. Let's see if we can... Let's see if we did something wrong last time. Okay. Maybe I missed the... No, see, that's gone. Unless I didn't check the other... I don't know, maybe you got to check the other drawers. Oh, hello. Ah! But it's... I don't know, it didn't say that in the walkthrough. It didn't say there was anything on there. Anyway. Can't remember if I checked both of these. I'm going to check this drawer quickly. I think I've... Yeah, sod it. Right. Maybe now we're going to get our rollicking. Let me just check the inventory. Just to see if we got anything new. I don't know what that sheet of paper was. Yeah, you see, we haven't got anything new in the inventory. But, let's have a look in here, because maybe we're supposed to read it, and that's what triggers it. I don't know. Fair of the Fires. Simon to... Indecipherable letter. What in the hell is that? Oh god. Okay. I can see the word in this little... I can see the word wow. I don't think that's relevant though. Okay. My deciphering skills were never particularly awesome, but so we can leave that for the moment. Maybe somebody else will know what that's about. Okay, that's another... Yeah, we read that one. Herschel's Journal. Now that was the book we got from... Yeah. I don't think it's going to let us properly read it. It just says Sunday. Oh, hang on. No, it does. Monday, even. Tuesday. Okay. Is that it? Wednesday. They're all sort of like tarot style illustrations. Very odd. Okay. Peculiar. Doesn't mean a lot to me, but there you go. Right, I think... No, balls, didn't mean to read that. I would have a look at the letter thing, but I think we've probably already read that. Interesting. Frick, you supposed to read that? Like, I like the way you actually used to have to click on it. Kleinstrasse, Altstadt, Prague. 11th February, blah 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 blah. Brother in Almuzin Metatron. Okay. I received your letter today telling of what you have caused to emerge from the salts that I sent to you. What? God, I tried to think. The disappointing result clearly proves that the steel? S-T-E-L-E? Steel? Had been changed when, but I can hardly read that. Barabbas, whoever Barabbas is, obtained the specimen for me. This often happens, as you must know, after the body that you took from King's Chapel Cemetery in 1769, and after what H. Herschel removed from the old resting ground in 1690, which nearly cost him his life. The exact same thing happened to me in Egypt 75 years ago, which is how I got the scar that the young man saw on my face in 1924. He loves his years, doesn't he? As I said to you a long time back, do not invoke any spirit that you cannot dominate, whether it be from dead salts or from the spheres beyond, whatever that is. Always have the expulsion words ready, and do not stop to make sure when you doubt the identity of who you have. All the steel have been changed in 9 of the 10 cemeteries. You are never sure of anything until you have asked. I received news from H today, who had problems with the militia. He regrets that Transylvania, I think it is, has passed from Hungarian to Romanian control, and would change his place of residence if his castle was not so full of you know what. This has gone a bit like Amnesia. In my next communication. Well, actually, amnesia's like this, I guess, as this was earlier. There shall be something from an eastern tomb that shall bring you great pleasure. Meanwhile, do not forget that I want to have be something if you can procure him for me. Okay. You know G of Philadelphia better than me. Use him before me if you wish, but not too severely, because I need to speak to him afterwards. Yog Sothoth, Neblod Zin. As Lovecraft would say. Oh, there's more, hang on. Oh, to Mr. G.H. of Providence. Simon O. The plot thickens. Okay, I'm going to see if we get ambushed on the way out now, because we're... This is weird. It says try to leave, which implies we're going to get jumped. I don't understand. Like, why are we not... I don't know. Okay, we're going to go round the dining table. We can't go through any other doors, can we? Okay, weird. Oh, here we go.
Right
Are we still here?
House like this, stranger.
Edgar, don't you recognize me?
Of course. Sorry about that. It's the old memory playing up again. Could you just remind me, though, why I asked you to come and visit?
Be careful, Edgar. You're poking your nose into terrifying things that are tightening their grip on you.
Stuff and nonsense. The world of science is bedeviled by malicious rumors engendered by fear.
Edgar, what is the subject of your research?
I'm working on the discovery of knowledge that must for the moment be kept secret. Its revelation shall herald the dawning of a new era.
Are you sure that is for the best? Certain things should be consigned to the past so that the passage of time can erase them.
Some things are never erased. And this is no longer simply a marvel consigned to the past.
Well, I must return to Providence. Allow me to excuse myself.
By all means, give my regards to Dr. Eagleton. Don't lose any sleep on my account. Everything here is fine.
Fair dues. Okay, so the doctor, the good doc, was back at our house, wasn't it? So what we'll do is we shall go back there very quickly, and then I shall save, and we shall leave it there. Because we've done a fair bit, to be honest. We're doing alright. Right. Map out. She's still got so many spaces in the inventory there. I don't understand. Right, back to Providence. Did I miss? Okay, don't know what was going on there. Yeah, it's so typically sort of... Sorry, just having a little glance around. Is that the sea in the background? I think it is. There we go. So typically sort of Lovecraftian vibe. They've done a really good job with this game. I know it didn't get particularly good reviews and people are like, oh, it's so slow. But it's actually, I think it's actually really good, to be honest. It's one of these games that requires a bit of thought in that as well. I mean, it takes forever to get through it without a walkthrough, I think. But anyway. Right, I'm going to leave it there. So thank you very much for watching this part. In the next part, we shall... We'll find out what the hell he's waiting for us next, but yeah. And interesting, we may see zombies and stuff. I've just noticed the horrific face in the middle of that triangle, so we'll probably find out whatever the hell that belongs to. So yeah, thank you very much for watching, take care of yourselves, and I shall see you again very soon.